Encore Revival, America, October 1, 2018. In the words of Tyrion Lannister, making honest feelings do dishonest work is one of her many gifts. Something is very wrong about the testimony against SCOTUS nominee Judge Kavanaugh. But that doesn't matter. The odd smiles and giggles from both the witness and her attorney, the crying voice without shedding one single tear, many frequent flights from someone afraid to fly when it came time to testify in a matter she wanted investigated, refusing to be interviewed in her home state while demanding an investigation, heavy use of attorney-client privilege from an accuser who could prove her case better by not exercising that privilege on key questions whose answers could support her case, a lie detector test administered between flights after a funeral paid for by who knows who. None of that matters. For the attorney blocking a question about whether Dr. Ford was informed that she could be questioned per her request in her own state, he should be subpoenaed, or Dr. Ford, her attorney, and her allegations should be dismissed. Since Democrats think unusually high standards are so vital, even Republican Senator Lindsey Grahamnesty, who voted for Obama's justices, adamantly defends Kavanaugh, arguing that, as a former judge himself, not so much as a warrant could be issued with such little information Dr. Ford provided at this suspiciously and conveniently late hour. When Kavanaugh admitted to drinking in high school, he lowered his odds of Republican favor more than any accusation could. If that doesn't take his name out, nothing will. Democrats don't oppose him because they have a shred of belief in the witness against him, but because they know he would vote as a Supreme Court justice in agreement with the Declaration of Independence, that life is an unalienable human right, because they don't want any judge who upholds the nation's founding documents. If Democrats want credibility for their emotional appeal in grandstanding, they would vow before the nation to approve the next pro-life judge appointed before the November election. But that's just what they hope to prevent. Even if true, these accusations shouldn't matter. The boys will be boys defense is false, and no one credible is making that argument, though Democrats rebut the wind. Kavanaugh has become a better person and done good and honest things since high school. So it seems anyway. He knows how to grow up. Bill Clinton doesn't. That's what matters. But none of what matters seems to matter to Democrats. Where was Senator Feinstein during the Clinton years? There could be some shred of truth to the allegations, but the manner and circumstances in which it has been presented has many predictable and craftable conveniences that just so happen to line up with Democrat Party politics. If one single Democratic senator cared about these harassment charges, that senator would have voted to impeach Clinton. By Democrat standards, politician and voter alike, Kavanaugh almost qualifies as enough of a bad boy for the presidency. Regardless of the Senate committee's decision, Republican voters will be furious. This could trigger a cascade turnout in November that tips the Republican favor even more than speculated thus far. Encore. Revival is returning to America.